Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Boruto review. Today, we're talking about episode. I forget the name of. I forget the number of the episode, but it doesn't really matter, does it? But today we have more of Mirai and her quirkiness. Her personality, and if you really enjoy that, then you're probably going to enjoy certain aspects of this episode, like I did. I think she was pretty much the highlight of the episode, kind of like how she was the highlight of last week's episode. I don't know, just something about her personality and just overall her quirkiness and her behavior towards other people just melds with the attitude that the episode is supposed to be giving off, and it just works really well. I have no idea why I enjoy Mirai so much, even though we've only seen very little of her in the past, and we only had an episode, with her last week and now this week. Last Sunday, of course, because I'm uploading this probably later today on Monday, but we'll have to wait and see. But I don't know why she just. I know what her personality is supposed to be like, but she acts so much more different than what the writers are trying to make her out to be, and I really enjoy that. I really enjoy her personality in these episodes, and one thing I also really enjoy about these episodes from last week and this week is that Mirai was built up to be a specific way, and now that she's on like this little vacation with Guy and Kakashi, she's learning more. She's learning more about herself, and not only is she learning more about herself, she's also learning more about her father, Asuma, who died before she was born. And I really like that because not only is she learning more about her father and herself, she's realizing how connected and how similar she is to her own father that she never got to know through Kakashi. And I just really enjoy that. I really enjoy the little relationship that Kakashi and Mirai have with each other. As it almost seems like Kakashi's taking in another student. He's teaching her on how to be a person. Because it almost seems like she's trying to be the previous generation of shinobi. But with the day and age of peace, people are acting more like, people, and, Mirai isn't really acting like, her true self. She, throughout the constantness of the last week's episode, she thought they were on a mission. She thought that this was some high-rank mission where she was supposed to protect them, and that it was like a 2-day vacation, but it ended up being longer than what she was anticipating. And we get to see her true personality and her true character, and I'm really loving and enjoying that because we get to see the eyes through someone who is trying to live in the past but now is coming into reality. That's what it seems like to me personally whenever I'm watching Mirai and how she's interacted with other people. And I just regardless really enjoy that. I just really enjoy seeing this new character get character growth, even though she's much older than the main cast. She's older than the main cast of characters for Boruto, but she's still learning more about herself, and I'm really enjoying that aspect of her character. And I think it's a lot of fun to just see and just watch her grow as a person. But then we get to the rest of the episode, and it's pretty much everything that I thought it was going to be. And basically, in a village, I think it's the Steam Village or whatever. There's a bunch of hot springs, and there's a festival that's going on, and basically there are these dog lovers and cat lovers going at war, and yeah, that's kind of it. Kiba and his girlfriend are like on vacation because Kiba finally got a day off. They got into a little bit of a lover's quarrel. They started fighting with each other, and that's just the entirety of the episode. The entirety of the episode is basically just consistent of, fun and interactive Mirai and like funny moments of her just getting embarrassed about a couple other things and kind of messing up and a couple other aspects as well. But then the other rest of it is just awkward stuff regarding cats and dog lovers like fighting each other to prove which is better or which hot spring should they go in first. I don't even remember what happened in the fucking episode, to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest with you. The only thing I really remember about the episode is that there's a dog god. So there's a story about a dog god and a cat god that essentially did the same thing. The dog and the cat in each respective story, found a location where there was a hot spring, and they told a human to dig around it, and then they would find a hot spring. But then there was another story where there was a third god that was the combination of a dog and a cat called a nenu, which is basically the word of combinations in the Japanese language of neko meaning cat and inu meaning dog. And at the end of the episode, Mirai takes a lighter and uses a jutsu, and she creates a fiery looking Nenu god creature, and is trying to put the conflict between the cat lovers and the dog lovers, or Kiba and his girlfriend Tamaki, that's her name, kind of put it at an end. And then Guy thinks that this is some horrid monster creature, and he fucking kicks the shit out of it with dynamic entry, and then breaks the wall. He breaks the wall that's putting the two animal lovers against each other. And now that it's gone, the people in the village are like, oh, this is the sign from from Nenu-sama saying that we should put our differences together and get along with each other better. And that's what ends up happening in the episode. So inadvertently, Guy solved the problem, even though Mirai was trying to do that the whole time. Kiba and his girlfriend make up, and then Mirai also has a little moment with Kakashi where she learns more about Asuma and how a lighter was Asuma's trademark, and how she's really good at fire jutsu, and so is Asuma. He was really good at fire jutsu seemingly as well. It's just it was more interaction and more her learning that she isn't just like her mother. And in the beginning of the episode, she actually compares a lot of herself to her mom instead of her dad, which is fair because she didn't grow up with her dad. She didn't know anything about her dad. She only knew her mom and grew up with her mom, so she compared herself a lot to her own mother, but never to her father. And now she was able to do that at the end of the episode. When Kakashi tells her that there's another aspect where she's like her dad Asuma, and it was just a good moment. We had a good starting moment of the episode and a good ending moment of the episode, and then everything else in between I just kind of forgot, like the whole conflict, and everything else just kind of ended the way that I thought it was going to. Except with Kakashi kicking the shit out of a fucking wall. That was hilarious. So that's kind of the episode. Nothing else really happens besides that, and just it's not like I was expecting more, but last week's episode was definitely a lot more enjoyable because not only did we get classic Guy Kakashi interaction, but we also got more character growth and interaction from Mirai than we've ever gotten before, and it was very enjoyable. And it's pretty much the same thing happens with Mirai. The best part of the episode is her and herself, her character and her quirkiness and her personality and her character growth. It was great, and then everything else in between of the episodes was just not very entertaining. It was not very entertaining, and just you could skip all that, and you're literally not losing any information at all. So next week's episode, Tenten is going to be in the episode, and apparently there's an inn that Mirai, Kakashi, and Guy are staying at, and it's haunted, and Tenten's there for whatever reason. I guess, and because in the previews, Mirai also mentions that Tenten is there because she brought her luggage. Because they are going to be out on this vacation for like a little longer than what she was anticipating, so she needs clothes. But in the previews, they show Tenten and Mirai just soaking in the hot springs, and I'm just like, oh, I guess Tenten's going to be here for the episode, doing who knows what. Like, okay, cool. Sure. I don't know what the hell they're going to do. I hope that it's at least funny and entertaining, and that's the only thing I'm asking for when Guy is in an episode, to be honest. But whatever, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Overall, the episode was pretty forgettable besides the moments with Mirai and her character growth, but other than that, you can completely skip this episode if you really wanted to, and you're probably not gonna miss too much. But that's besides the point. And the point is that this is the end of the episode, which means that's the end of the video. If you did enjoy the video for whatever reason, be sure to leave a like. And if you are new, subscribe. And for more videos just like this, go check out my previous video for the 5 games I really want to see at E3. I worked a little bit harder on that video than I usually do for these type of videos, but not that much because I'm pretty lazy. But go check it out if you missed it. Anyways, that's it from me today. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next one. Have a wonderful day. I'm out. Peace.